Morning. My name is Lorrie. Welcome to A Study in Scarlet for Block Wednesday. Today we are going to continue working on the God's Eye block. I have my pieces here from last week. Let me set those aside. My sets of flying geese. We made 4 at a time flying geese last week. Let me turn on the light now that I have my book open so that it won't have a glare. So this is the block we are working on. It is a 16-inch block. We need to work on this centerpiece today and get it ready. And we are also going to assemble these 2x2 units and have them ready to go. So I need to get my bag of pieces out. And for this week, I need my 4.5 inch. I'm going to use my fussy cut center and my 4 pink pieces. This week's technique is stitch and flip. So if you remember correctly, we are going to draw the line, sew right on the line, and because I can't help myself, I'm going to make my bonus half square triangles, and I'll have extra parts and pieces. I like to do opposite sides as I am doing stitch and flips. So to start, I'm going to draw my lines across there using my Quilter's magic wand. You can use any straight edge, but since I got this in a big box of stuff for $1 at a yard sale, might as well use it. So let me get my marking utensil and we can get to it. Let me move my book out of the way. Oh, look, Honey has brought us a toy because she's going to help us. Honey Bunny Bigfoot, please go. She says, I don't want to. I want to stay and help. Okay, you stay and help. Most people have helper cats. I have a huge helper dog. It is the size of a small pony. I always wanted a pony. That's what I tell people. Hello. Hello. That she can keep 2 feet. Get your nose off of that. Okay, now I'm going to sew on 2 of these. And I will be right back. Here it is sewn, and I have my bonus squares, my bonus half square triangle sewn also. So I will now trim those off and trim those up later. If I don't sew these when I have the opportunity and I just cut them off, they will never be sewn. So it is better to do that now. Let me iron this. And because the seams overlap here at the corners, that's why I do the opposite corners. I'll be right back after ironing this. Well, and you know, I've been doing this for a lot of years, and you'd think, oh, stitch and flip's always perfect. But look, it's off just a little bit. I had a line to sew on. What is my problem? Well, I'm going to square this up, double check it when I am all finished. Oh, and Honey Bunny has, this time she brought the lion. Nothing like having a good supervisor and helper. So now I'm going to lay, and I'm going to lay it on the 4.5. I'm going to ignore this little hitch because it happens. There's nothing you can do about it, but I can use my original block to make sure that things are straight. Be back in a minute after I sew, hopefully straighter on these. The last 2 stitch and flip corners on there. And my bonus half square triangles are now complete. I need to iron all of these. There it is, and we will double check it with the ruler. Give me just a second. I have my block. Now I need to check and make sure that it is lined up. Oh, I see I have a couple little things sticking out over the edge. And I'm going to just use my little turntable. You can use a little mat if you don't have a turntable. I had the 12-inch mat years ago, but the square mat, I find that when you have to turn it, all those corners knock things off, and I don't have a clear enough space that I can do that. So there is my center block ready to go. The next thing I want to assemble this week are the geese units that are the purple with the two different sky colors. And I want, let me move my mat out of the way. I want the gray pieces to go toward the middle. So it looks like a flying goose. And then these become a flying goose. So I'm going to assemble these together into units of 2. And I will have 4 of these units when I'm all done. Let me get a quick trip to the sewing machine. And I have sewn my geese together in one long unit. This is the last thing I'm going to do today. Now to press these, you can either press them open or press them to one side. It's up to you. It's whatever you would like to do. Either way, you'll be able to tell where your seam allowance is. I think I'm going to press mine open. And I will see you back here next week to assemble the whole block. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. See you next week. Remember, like and subscribe. Now to sit down and trim up those bonus half square triangles. If I don't do it now, it might never get done, and it'll take 3 minutes.